A man who was super tight with the Saudi royal family. He was an inner circle kind of guy, rubbing shoulders with the wealthy, with the royal family, doing a lot of favors for them. They let him in on a lot of secrets. Has a falling out with them. Leaves their country because he was just not feeling comfortable there, maybe not even safe. Goes to America, becomes a Washington Post news reporter. Feels like, all right, I'm going to start a new life here in America. You know, that's it. I've had a tough time. I've had a falling out with the royal party, the royal family in Saudi. And he gets word from his family in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Hey, the royal family's giving our family a hard time. They're not letting us travel easily. They're kind of like, spooking us out, threatening us here and there. And so this man's life kind of became a little bit of a hell. He wasn't able to easily travel back to Saudi. He didn't feel safe. His wife was still there. So he stays in the U.S., and he becomes a Washington Post news reporter. Traveling to Istanbul recently, this guy goes to pick up some sort of a visa from the Saudi embassy. He's a Saudi citizen. Mm-hmm. Thinking that, well, they probably, they have a problem with me, but, just for my rank and file stuff with the ambassador and with the clerical employees at the embassy, I don't feel too concerned. I'm in Istanbul. What's the ambassador going to do to me in Istanbul, the Saudi ambassador? Mm-hmm. Guy walks in, never walks out. Jamal. His name is Jamal. Never walks out. Mm-hmm. Wife starts going bananas. I was waiting for him by the gate. He doesn't come out. What's going on? She reports it right away. Turkish investigators right away check the tapes, the cameras. They see the guy walk in. They don't see the guy walk out. Mm-hmm. Right after the guy walks in, 15 Saudis who just landed walk in after him, one with a bone saw.
Yep. There was an episode of The Americans where they chopped up a person and put him in a suitcase. So I think they probably saw that episode. Yeah. But anyway.
You think the Saudis saw that?
I think the Saudis saw that episode and light bulb went off.
Ding! We could do that. So so one of the guys had a bone saw. So 15 guys plus a bone saw, and one of the 15 guys was an autopsy expert for the internal authorities of Saudi Arabia. So like they brought an autopsy expert just to make sure there's no trace of this guy. I love that they bring the bone saw and the autopsy guy, but they don't bring the guy who's like, hey, wait a minute. What if they see us on tape walking in?
I don't get that at all.
Who would that guy be? Like the guy with the brain? They forgot to bring the guy with the brain. They brought the bone saw, but they didn't bring the brain.
Yeah.
So may this man rest in peace. I assume he's passed. I feel bad for him and his family. But the story here is also about Saudi and just how dumb they are. I mean,
it's really dumb.
MBS, if you're listening, please don't kill me.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
It seems so stupid that they could deny it because they're like, no one would be this stupid.
Right. I mean, the place has got to be surrounded by cameras, right? I mean, so nobody saw him come out, right? So where is he? Yeah.
And then, to add insult to injury, right? And we'll get to the business part of this, by the way. Okay. Yeah. We'll add insult to injury, right? They say nothing about it for 2 weeks. Oh yeah, we don't know what you're talking about. We have no nothing. We don't know anything. This guy, he left. Hey, he came in, got his things, he left. It's like, what? Like that's your story?
Yeah.
2 weeks later, no, wait, actually, no. It was an investigation gone wrong.
Right. Interrogation gone wrong.
Thank you. Yeah. Interrogation gone. My question is, has any interrogation ever gone right with 15 people in a bone saw?
Yeah, and why did they need the 15 people? I mean, were they just like carrying them out in little pieces? Is that, I mean, because was there no, I don't know. I mean,
okay, you take the ankle, you take the chest,
put it in my suit pocket. Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, I don't understand. And one thing, seriously, why are the Turks? I mean, why are the Turks involved in it? Because it's a Saudi citizen at the Saudi embassy, right?
Well, a crime has occurred in their country, on their land.
but in the consulate, right? Which is
I believe the
not
Turkish
territory,
jurisdiction?
right?
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's sovereign territory. If it's an embassy,
Oh, is that right? I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I didn't know how embassies work. So you're saying the Saudi embassy in Istanbul, that plot of land, you're saying no Turkish law applies? Only Saudi law applies to that?
it's Saudi sovereign property.
Haven't you seen that episode of Simpsons where he goes to Australia
No.
and he's jumping back and forth? He's like, I'm in Australia, America, Australia, America.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
I mean,
all
I
right.
don't know if there's a difference between a consulate and an embassy.
Embassy,
Maybe
yeah.
there's a distinction there,
Maybe.
but I know that for a fact if it's an embassy.
I didn't
yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So, you know what? Given that, everything's okay now. It's all okay. There's no problem with this at all.
Next topic.
Yeah.